about a 30-minute misty morning drive out of Albury, past Lake Hume and through the town of Kiewa, surrounded by farmland, practically in the middle of nowhere, sits an oval that for the majority of the year lays dormant, unused, cared for by a select few. This historic oval serves one purpose and one purpose only: a venue for finals football. Its official title is Sandy Creek Reserve, but it's known as something else to the locals. This is the story of the long-awaited return to the MCG of the bush.
It was a ground used back even in the late 1800s when a lot of the mining establishments formed teams and they'd play adjoining mining camps and adjoining numbers of people. We won the premiership there, and that's me there.
That's you there?
That's me.
That's the star there.
Yeah. Father and grandfather both played here, and I think the grandfather played in an premiership in about 1905, I think, somewhere about then. And he would have played obviously late the 1800s. So yeah, the family's been associated with the oval here for a long time. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I mean, none of us are in it for any thanks, but when you're walking around the ground during the finals and people are talking about how good the ground is, and it gives you a real good sense of pride. And country footy's so important to country areas, and we're blessed to have this out here in our backyard. And the pride, it's indescribable, really.
And we decided that we'd better try and do something about getting some support to improve the facilities. So Doug took over as league president, and I thought, well, the best thing we can do is to invite people here for the finals. So of course when you invite people, you've got to be able to give them a cup of tea and a scone or a sandwich or something. So I undertook that, and it's just grown and grown and grown. And from using a card table for the first year, we advanced to a tent, and then we went to a caravan, and we gradually got people supporting it.
Often I could come home at night and someone didn't give me a mouthful about something or took a swing at me, I'd think, well, I can't be doing enough.
Dad and Mum have always been involved with Sandy Creek, and I just sort of grew up with it, I suppose. And as a kid, when they first started playing finals here and whatever else, come down and watch, and then coming to the working bees. And as kids, we used to mow the ground with ride-on mowers, and then my dad got me to mow it with a push mower once, but I only did that once. And then there was a few of us, myself and the Muir boys and Roddy, used to get off the school bus and come over here and clean the ground after the games during the finals, and it just sort of evolved from there.
Well, I've been coming to this ground for as long as I can remember. As a young kid, came out here with the old man to watch the Tying League footies, and yeah, it's sort of been a yearly ritual, I suppose. And there's a lot of people in the same boat.
I think people realise what an impact it had, like socially. Mum and Dad don't get out a lot. They go to the pub and that of a Friday night to catch up with people. But when you miss that social aspect, when you're isolated on a farm, and especially when you're isolated with COVID, and some of your family weren't coming out, and you couldn't go out, you barely go to the. You had to go to the shops or something and grab your groceries and run home. Well, you never got to mix with anybody. But there's been, to come to an event like a footy game, it's so important just for people's social aspect and mental aspect, and find out what's going on in the community. And apart from the financial impact on footy clubs, I mean, probably socially it probably affected more people than anything.
In joyful strains that let us sing, advance Australia fair.
cracking rendition of Advance Australia Fair. It's Chiltern taking on Kiwa Sandy Creek in the 2022 Grand Final at the MCG of the Bush. Brad Freak before we bounce.
Sport's so important to the lower level community, and to be able to have this outlet, and especially the history of this ground and how well respected it is. It's really great. Yeah, not just our sport here, but obviously for us to play here and be able to get the job done. It's just great, and I feel like that COVID the fear of COVID ruining life starting to pass, which is great. So
it means a lot for the local community. It really keeps them together. Yeah, it's good to see everyone out here.
You don't realise how much it means until it's gone. In that 2020 year when it was gone, you just didn't realise what you were missing out on.
Oh, it's massive. It's money, it's camaraderie, it's everything. Yeah, just everything.